Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy and you're watching Fisher Hunts, the escape room channel. I'm going to show you how to make a puzzle that I've been making for a lot of my escape room games, and I don't think it's that unique, but I don't know if I've seen anyone else do it, my way at least. And so I thought I would show you how to make it, or at least how I make it. So I call it my cross-off puzzle, but it's basically a matching game. So you have anything that you can match to each other, and then you put dots on the sides and you connect lines and you have numbers in the middle, and then when you connect those lines, you cross off numbers as you go, and then whatever numbers you don't cross off, those are your answers. So I like to put this with a combination lock. I'll put some examples here on the screen. But you can put whatever numbers you want. In this example, I'm gonna do like a 4-digit code, but in this case, we're gonna have like 1 digit, 2 digits, and then 1 digit, and then going from top to bottom. That's the order that you put the numbers in. I'm making this for a friend of mine, so I thought I might as well record myself. We are gonna do a Disney themed game, and in this case, we are matching movies, like Disney movies, to the sidekick in the movie. So here we go. We're just going to first, let me write down all the movies and their sidekicks first. Okay, great. So these are the movies that we're dealing with. I have 10 here. And initially, this was going to be for like a somewhat easier game. And so I was going to include the creatures after all of them. So that would be something if you wanted to make this slightly easier, if you're welcome to steal this idea. So you could put Mushu the dragon, Pascal the chameleon, Jiminy the cricket, Sebastian the lobster, Abu the monkey, Tinkerbell the fairy, Miko the raccoon, Olaf the snowman, Timon and Pumbaa the meerkat and warthog, and Lumiere and Cogsworth the candlestick and clock. So fun. Okay, so now that I have these organized over here, just so I can keep track of them, I'm going to put them in a random order. Well, I can keep the first one in order. I'll just mix up the other ones. As you see, I am dealing in Excel right now. I have rearranged my screen so that I am under page layout in my view tab. I also went into page layout over here and made my, I have narrow margins. Oh, I thought I did. Oh, and then I got rid of the headers and the footers. Just drag those down there, give me a little bit extra room. And then I spaced these out a little bit. I made these taller and I spread these out a little bit. So let me type in these over here just like I had them. Now I'm going to put these over here in like a random order, and we can rearrange this later because it'll depend how the lines work. So I'm just gonna put them in a random order right now, and then we'll rearrange it if we have to. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit more formatting. We're gonna make all of these over here onto the right side, centered, and let's make these bigger. 18 looks good. Okay, so let's do the same thing over here. These are already where I want them to be, centered, make them 18. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to put dots on the ends of those. I've done this game without dots, and if you want, you can try and do that, but I found that for players, it's easier to get the lines exactly where we need them to be if there are dots to connect them to. I would also recommend you not do more than like 12 matching things because unless you're giving your players rulers, these lines aren't going to be very straight. Another thing that I do with these puzzles is I tend to laminate them with laminating paper, and then I give them dry erase markers. That way, if these lines aren't very straight or if they mess up, because it's very easy to mess up on these puzzles, then you don't have to erase it. You just wipe it clean and you start over, which is a lot better when you have so many options, and especially since it has to do with numbers that don't get crossed off. You don't want to have like erase marks through them, and then it doesn't show up as easy to know what numbers you actually need. So dots and lamination, that's what we're gonna do. The way I do dots, There's a couple ways you can go into insert and actually put dots, like make circles. But I find that that doesn't work as well and it's a little bit too easy to accidentally move them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into insert, go into symbol, and then there, if you look around enough, there are like big bullet points. So I added in my bullet point and I'm going to adjust it so that it's a lot bigger and then that it's centered on the side that I need it. Cool. So now that that looks good, I'm going to just copy, Control C, and then click all of these other ones and Control V to paste it, and then do that for all of them. Cool. Okay, we can also paste it over here. Click out of it and then format this so it's on the right side. Awesome. Copy, paste. Whoa. And if you accidentally do what I just did, Control Z. Control Z is your best friend. What I just did was I accidentally hit Control down. Bad idea. It goes to the very bottom of your page, and it can crash your whole thingy. So, Control Z if you did something wrong. Anyways, Control paste. Okay. Awesome sauce. Okay, so now I am going to go into Insert, go to Shapes, come to this line here, and I'm going to make my first line from Mulan to Mulan's character, which is Mushu, Mulan's sidekick. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to place all the lines first, and then in any empty spaces where we're going to place the numbers that we want the players to solve, that's the answer, and then we're going to place the numbers in all the places with lines that are not the right answers. So we have to place the lines first. What I'll do is I'm just going to copy this one, come down here, and I'm going to paste it a bunch of times just so I don't have to do it every time. And then just drag one, and we'll just keep moving them so that they're correct. So Tangled goes to Pascal. Pinocchio goes to Jiminy. Little Mermaid goes to Sebastian. Ceruleun goes to Olaf. Peter Pan is Tinkerbell. Pocahontas is Miko. Aladdin is Abu. Lion King is Timon and Pumbaa. Beauty and the Beast, Lumiere and Cogsworth. Okay, cool. So we don't need these extra ones down here. So right now, there's not a lot of empty space. We have one empty space here, and all these other ones are a little bit small, a little bit too close. So what I would do here is rearrange some of these. So what I might do is see what happens if I put Pascal up here. Okay, so that means this is actually gonna go here, across here at the bottom, and then Tangled and Pascal will go there. Well, that's not really what I wanted. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Let me make sure these are right. Mulan and Mushu, Tangled and Pascal, Pinocchio and Jiminy, Little Mermaid and Sebastian. That one should come more on the point. Frozen and Olaf, Peter Pan and Tinkerbell, Pocahontas and Miku, Aladdin and Abu, Lion King, Timon and Pumbaa, Beauty and the Beast, Lumiere and Cogsworth. Okay, cool. So you can have as many empty spaces as you want, but I like to stick with the biggest ones just in case. This one is a little bit risky. I feel like it's slightly small, but we're gonna go with this spot, and this spot as our answers. And I can just go ahead and pick my number that I want as my answer. So what I'm gonna do, go into Insert, do Word Art, And then this is where we make numbers. I'll just go ahead and decide that my 4-digit number is going to be 8154. Okay, whatever. 8154. So first one is going to be 8. We need it to fit nicely in here. That's a little bit big, so let's make that smaller. Give as much room between the numbers as you can, just so that if they are slightly wiggly lines, they still don't go through those numbers. Okay, so we have 8. Copy paste. Stick that right in the middle of these other ones. I'll make this 15 because it's going to be 8154, I think is what I said. Copy paste. Stick it down here. 8154. Okay, so that kind of goes in order because they are from top to bottom. So then this could be a 4-digit code and you can make whatever you want. I also make this with combo codes like I've said in the past, so then just first number, second number, third number. Okay, so now we have to put in all the wrong numbers. So copy, whoa. Try and click on the outside of it so you don't type it like I did. Control C, Control V, and we're just gonna stick it obviously in the middle of some of these lines. Come here, do it. Okay, and then change the numbers. Let's make this one 22. Maybe I'll copy this one. And I like sticking them on these cross where there's like a lot of lines going through it, just because it really won't work. Hard part's coming up with numbers. 7. Okay, cool. See how everything else is lines through it, except for our 8, 15, and 4. Okay, so we want all those numbers to stay there, but we want to get rid of these lines. Depending on how obvious you think the game is going to go, if you think people are going to pick up on it pretty quick, you can delete all the lines. But sometimes I keep one. Whoa, don't delete your numbers. Delete the lines. And just to show them that like it crosses through some of the numbers, maybe I'll leave that top one. Okay, just like that. I think this is more obvious, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to delete all the lines. And then I'm going to put a big thick border around this just so that I know where to cut it out. Don't move these numbers because you're not going to know where to put them. But yeah, so now our numbers all blend in. You don't know which ones are part of the clue, which ones aren't. And then I would laminate this and give people dry erase markers so they can draw through these and create the same lines we just deleted, and they would find 8154. So if they had a 4-digit code, it's probably 8154. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you are able to use this in your own escape rooms, and you can use this in a lot of different ways. I'm sure anything that is a matching puzzle. It goes with a whole bunch of different locks too. So let me know what you end up using it for and what puzzles you want to see next. I love making these for you guys. Have a great day.